You know, this is a pretty long stretch of the game to go without being able to buy things from the shop, which is what we need for... we need it for just about everything. There's no fresh herbs, olive oil... Yeah, although... Yeah, nothing actually gives us that option, does it? Anyway, greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac, this is Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Unfortunately, I'm not having a good time with all these prologue bosses. I think this is actually Kurt, and this is all just one big final training exam. I hope it isn't though, because it's really not fair. Incidentally, you have to pick don't need to contact because that's worth BP. So what I've done is I've set up as much BP as possible, I've set up as much craft points as possible, I have them starting off right next to each other. And I used what little money that I had to buy a few little extra items. Extra tier bomb, extra EP charge. We have to save the surprise cookie for when we get him down to the last of his health. I should have used Clock Up on Analyst's turn on Estelle and then had Estelle use Forte on Analyst. That would have been a better choice. Incidentally, the Nightmare Mode guide says this is why we've been saving up all these surprise cookies, so I wish they'd told us about that before we got into this fight. I've also changed out one of Estelle's quartz for a defense quartz because she desperately needed to be able to push away from it dying in 2 hits. Now she dies in 3 hits. The Nightmare Guide also suggests that this is where we should be using this is the point where you want to be using your proxy puppet and emergency puppets, but I just don't have the... I feel like I shouldn't need it to get past the hard mode version, just the Nightmare mode, so we're going without for now. Anyway, this is not going to be a very interesting fight, sorry. And now we're both up against the wall, he's not smart enough to push us away from each other, and incidentally, into his kill spear range. That, on the other hand, is a problem. Tier isn't fast enough. I hate having to use Tira Bomb this early in the fight, but we have to get that healed off immediately. And none of the HP is wasted. This is where it gets annoying because I can't tell who he's going to hit and Estelle's attack just is too fast, so I'm going to use move so she gets her next move almost immediately. Yeah, that hits for a lot. Anyhow, apologies, but this is probably not going to be a very interesting time. Clock up on yourself. Now, one really annoying thing I found about this last fight is even when we punt him into the air, that attack can still miss. Yeah, he's starting to get close to a double turn. Oh, I also gave myself Crest Charms from all the Shining Poms that I've been hunting. I don't know whether he has the knockout effect, but I don't know whether he has Feint on any of his attacks, but frankly, I don't want to deal with it anyway. I'm actually beginning to wonder if I would actually want to use the Gladiator Belt even if I had it, because we need every point of defense we can get. And that one has the drawback of it draining a lot of defense. Now that is problematic. He doesn't even have the speed up buff. His attack just lined up in the perfect moment. Sure, you're not using your EP for anything else, you might as well use it here. Okay, I'm going with move. Maybe I shouldn't go with move. Maybe clock up on yourself. We need to catch up in speed. We can't let him get too many attacks in a row. Oh god. If he had gone after Estelle twice, that would have been the end of it. EP charge. And now he's back to the 2-shot range. I don't understand why you did that. He's just psyching us out, and it is working. I cannot tell how to fix this. And there's why I used Glateer.
We're good to go!
I think what makes the hard mode version so unfair is simply that they boosted all their stats by a certain percentage without thinking about what it meant for the combat, which leads to all enemies moving way faster than they have any right to. And then they gave this guy speed up, which is garbage.
We're good to go!
And there's the miss! This is honestly AI roulette, and it's screwing me over because I have no way of knowing when he's going to be starting to do stupid stuff like this. Now the problem is that we haven't even got to the part where he starts spamming his dodge, when he starts spamming his healing. That's going to make it much harder because we don't have enough to finish him off. He's getting to the point where he's gonna get a double attack off. We've got to be extremely careful here. Yeah, that's why it's garbage, because he gets to attack twice for one of Estelle's attacks while he's got that speed buff up, and there's not really much I can do about it. And the thing is, Estelle isn't using her... Estelle just doesn't use her CP, so every time he hits her instead of Annalise, it's bad for me.
We're good to go!
They did not test this mode, they did not balance it well. This is absolutely awful. No, stop that. Well, I mean, keep hitting her because it means that we get a chance to throw out fallen leaves, but... yeah, that's horrifying. Now we have problems. Because his attack shows up at just the wrong point for me.
We're good to go!
Well, here's the problem. If he decides to use his super attack at this point, then we're dead. When I get below 2000, that's when I'll go for the S-Craft and the cookie.
Come on!
Yep, that was a bad time for a miss. Although, that goes both ways. Oh, that was horrifying! He hasn't been using the healing, which I appreciate, but he also hasn't been giving me a chance to do anything. It just means that I've had to do more healing to compensate. I despise how he's finding his position into this one turn where neither of my attacks are going off. Because the moment he decides to go offensive, we're dead. Okay, give the clock up to Analyst, because at least that's it. We're using our turn somehow productively. 20,000. We're almost there. Oh, that's very disappointing.
This ends here.
I swear, if it is Kurt under there, I'm gonna kill him for real. Too much palm grinding. It wasn't even worth the experience. Yay. We won. But the way he fights... Yeah, you noticed it too, Estelle? It's like... You guys are good at being tricked. And you guys were great. What a beatdown. I know who it is. I thought, that doesn't make sense, but I know who it is. Oh crap! More enemies? No. Come on, I'm not even changing my voice anymore. Can't you tell? Don't tell me you can't figure it out. That voice, girly yet tough. No way! Kana? Oh wait, someone else. Bingo! Alice, Estelle, it's really been a while, hasn't it? You are the only woman around here where you know who uses a gun. But at least it wasn't Shira. I'd have actually killed you if you were Shira. What are you doing in a Jaeger suit? Wait, that didn't mean the guy over there is... Grant? All in one. Hey, you dude, great work. Great work? Wait, do you mean this was all... And at last, comprehension dawns. Estelle, Alice, excellent work on your final training course. I quit. You put me through way too much hassle for all this. You could have at least let your wife go as well, so we could have bought the cooking ingredients we needed. Final training? So, everything since last night's attack has been a performance? Exactly, this is a long-standing lay local tradition. It shouldn't be. The idea is to put trainees in a life-threatening situation in order to see how well they utilize their newly learned skills. Are you freaking kidding me? The thing that was making me suspicious was the fact that they just dumped us in the middle of nowhere rather than, I don't know, tie us up. They could have done so much better, but they didn't. When Kurt told us your finals were coming up, we rode our butts out here from Liberal to help out. It was a lot of fun. Fun? You guys are all the worst. Seriously, we really thought it was hitting the fan. We were out of our minds with worry. Well, that was part of the point, in fact. And just so you're aware, real Jaegers would not have been half as gentle. I'll show you gentle when I'm done with sticking Alice's sword in your face. Well, I know it's hard for you to imagine since Jaegers are barred from operating in Liberal, but across the rest of the continent, bracers and Jaegers are at each other's throats almost constantly. Most bracers have to be prepared to fight in life-threatening situations at any moment. We want to make sure the Liberalian newbies get a chance to experience that. I know it seems rough, but we're not just being mean for cruelty's sake. That's no fair. How am I supposed to go on a good complaining jag after hearing something like that? Yeah, no fair! Well, looks like you're finally done beating the stuffing out of one another. Phyllis! Phyllis was in on the conspiracy too? Can't trust any of you. Now, conspiracy is a bit much. They said they needed me for your test, so I worked hard to remember my lines. I made a perfect tragic lodge-keeper heroine, if you ask me. We didn't need one of those, we needed food! Yeah, we were totally fooled last night. Ha ha ha, excellent work, you two. And here's the last little liar. You were all in on it? So I'm guessing the telephone... Yeah, it was an old piece of junk I had lying around. I kept the real phone somewhere safe. I've already remounted it, so no worries. Actually, I was supposed to be a hostage myself and not show up today, but, well... I really wanted to see you use the new orbments. Man, you guys seriously covered every angle. I guess it's our fault for getting tricked, huh? As much as I hate to admit it, yeah. If you think about it rationally, a lot of stuff didn't make sense. It just shows how far we have to go, I guess. Don't be too hard on yourselves. As Kana and Grant said, the point of this exercise was to give you a life-threatening experience to work through with your skills. In that sense, the exercise has been a runaway success. Now then, Analyst Elfade. Yes? Estelle Bright. Yes, sir. As of this moment, you have completed the local training program. You have learned a great deal over the past month. So then, tomorrow where? 2 tickets on the next flight to Liberal have already been arranged for you. Nothing more will happen tonight, I promise, so rest easy. Terrific! Well then, tonight we congratulate our new graduates and stuff them properly at a nice big farewell party. The problem is that these are a lot of unfair fights back to back. Oh. Liberal Kingdom, location unknown. It looks kind of like the Intelligence Division ship, but maybe it's just the same model. You look new. Oh, what a lovely little hideaway. Professor's taste remains excellent as always. You're late, Campanella. Why, Mr. Blade Lord, hello. It's been so very long. The last 6 months were so dreadfully dreary without you. I doubt you mean that. I understand you handled the attacks on those Bracer Guilds in Erebonia. You must have enjoyed playing with Cassius Bright. Ah, you heard about that already? There goes half my fun. But, oh yes, the man was incredible. There's no way he could have known about me, yet he always managed to put together a proper counter to everything I did. As a result, I broke one of our Jaeger Corps, I'm afraid. You broke Jester, huh? I did train them to some degree, but normal men do have their limits. I suppose throwing them up against the Divine Blade was too much to ask of such men. But hey, I managed to keep him tied up until your little sabotage mission was completed. So all's well that ends well. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You were looking forward to having fun with him yourself, weren't you? A little. But the blade has been bound by the chains of duty. There's no longer any hope of stopping us through official means. He's no longer a threat. Heh, looks like the professor's plan succeeded brilliantly. The other members are already in Liberal then? Yeah, we all conferred for the first time yesterday. Bleu Blanc has apparently been here for a while, however. The Phantom Thief, the Direwolf, the Bewitching Bell, and the Angel of Slaughter. The Phantom Thief? So, yeah, that's gonna be the guy that we saw. We dealt with him briefly last game, but he's back again, I guess. All of them powerful, and not a normal one in the lot. Ha! Mind you, you're not exactly one to be talking on that score, Ooh, speaking of the hopelessly crazy, what about him? Is he still playing hard to get? Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Out of all the enforcers, he's the finest undercover operative we have. Well, had. I wonder how long he can evade the sight of the Blade Lord and the Faceless. In his art, he abandoned the society years ago, with all that entails. I doubt he'll be able to pose any real threat. Now I'm not sure I'd say that. Hello, Campanella. Good of you to come all this way. You have my sincere thanks for your excellent work in delaying Cassius Bright.
It was no trouble. It was a fun bit of work, in fact. Speaking of fun, though, I must say I've taken a look at your plan. Seems like you're preparing to have quite a lot of fun.
Well, well, such praise from the fool. I'm flattered. I think you'll find it to be even more enjoyable in practice. Compounding your delight will be the fact that everyone participating is pursuing their own individual goals as well. Myself included, of course. Even our fine silver-haired friend here has his own plans in mind. I won't deny it. I'll kindly ask you not to imply anything about my loyalty, however. No, it was simply a jest, nothing more.
Ooh, I see. There's more than meets the eye here. I do so love such games. Well, either way, your bad taste has a special kind of artistry to it, Professor. As for me, I'm gonna make sure I enjoy myself.
Come now, bad taste. You wound me. Regardless, you're free to watch the plan unfold to your heart's content. You are, after all, a representative of the Grandmaster.
Oh, I intend to. And so Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool, enters the audience. Well, Weissman, I shall enjoy watching the Anguis's gospel plan unfold to the very end.
Meanwhile, Erebonian Empire, southern regions, 120 sail from the Liberalian border. It's these chuckleheads again. Although I think they're about to be part of a very somber moment. Joshua. Karen, I'm home.
Hey! Joshua, where did you go? Oh, good, here you are. Don't freak out on me like that. Don't freak me out like that. Running off on your own?
Why did you follow me? I told you, I have personal business here. You did not need to come.
Oh, thanks. Real cute with the gratitude there. After I ran out here to look for you?
Yeah, plus being all, hey, mind your own business. That's like asking us to follow you. Don't quite get the interest yet, though. Nothing but burned out shells and ruins here. Place looks old, too. We lived up on the northern march a few years back, but never heard anything about a town in the south burning to the ground. Bit of a shock, this. What was this village called, lad? Hamel. That's what it was called. Once.
Hamel? Never heard of it. Kyle, you ever heard of it?
Doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid. You got anything, Don? Hang on a second. The Imperial government might have said something about a Hamel way back when. No, been too long. Can't remember what it was about.
Real help, bro. Thanks.
My business here is done. I thank you for coming out here, even though it doesn't really concern you.
Well, it's no big, but mind if I ask something? You're acting way differently than the first time we met. You aren't leading us on or anything, are you?
That's a little ironic coming from you. As I seem to recall, you were putting on quite the performance when we first met. What I used to do was not really all that different.
Huh? So, what is this? Is this the real you or something?
The real me? If you want to think of it that way, you can. The point is, I'm hardly a bracer any longer. I'm certainly not the young junior bracer you remember. We're obviously missing some details, but I can respect the fact you have your own reasons for doing what you want to do. Besides, you seem easier to trust now, what with being more honest in a way. Not quite like before when you were wearing a sheep's skin, I guess you'd call it. Besides, we owe you for saving us from the Royal Army. We'll let your little insolences slide for now. You hardly need to let anything slide. I saved you because I require some useful pawns. All I need is for you to work enough to pay that debt back. Ugh, you really have a thing for getting the last word in, don't you? Well, it doesn't matter to us. Your plan is exactly what we needed anyway. We'll be making plenty of use of you too, Mr. Chessmaster. As you wish. Simply remaining in my company puts you in a great deal of danger. I will support you to the best of my ability through what is to come. To the best that... Ungrateful, unreliable, and uncute. To think I thought even for a second... Huh? Shut it! Just drop it, okay? Musette, calm down. Point is, we're all allies till we achieve all our goals. We'll be counting on you, Joshua. Yes, as I am with you. Well, shall we head out? Yes, let's return. To the land being swallowed by the creeping shadow. To Liberl. Prologue. Maiden's Resolve End. Until next time, guys. Take care. I'll see you all around.